with a moment that changed the game of tennis. Oh my God, what just happened? The least expected, so shocking people could see the knife. Seles bleeding. There had been an attack, mass confusion. She'd never be the same. What in the world had just happened? Monica Seles burst on the scene in the late 80s, and she just had this determination that other players, I think, were almost intimidated by. Steffi Graf was really the queen of tennis at the time. She'd won all 4 Grand Slams and an Olympic gold medal in 1988. And Monica Seles, she doesn't just start winning, she starts winning a lot. At one point, she'd won 7 of the last 8 Grand Slams she'd entered. Seles was now the one who was on track to be the greatest of all time, and Graf was looking like sort of the deposed queen. This was the spring of '93, and she's playing this event in Hamburg, Germany, sort of a tune-up for the French Open. It's late in the match. She's on her way to winning. Monica Seles is sitting in her chair, and this sort of paunchy, sad-looking man walks up behind her, and suddenly he takes out this boning knife and plunges it into Monica Seles' back. There was just mass confusion, and you could see Seles bleeding. What in the world had just happened? Gunther Parsch lives near Steffi Graf's hometown, and he's done this as an act of loyalty to protect Steffi Graf's place in history. Parsch is on trial, but there's motions filed that he's not mentally fit. Monica Seles is asked to testify at his trial. She declines to do that, and in the end, the man doesn't spend a day in jail, and it took more than 2 years for Seles to get to a point where she was comfortable performing again in public. The physical injury, luckily, wasn't particularly serious, but the psychic injuries were, I think more than anything, what really changed her career. Monica Seles would only win 1 more Grand Slam. Graf was very opportunistic. In Seles' absence, she went back to winning 3 Grand Slams a year and ends up retiring a much more decorated player. So you can imagine how tennis might have looked different had this never happened. I mean, you could easily see Seles winning 20, 25, 30 Grand Slam titles. It really is a tale of 2 careers, what she did before that day and what she did after. And that's sort of as much the tragedy as anything. The Monica Seles attack, a moment that changed the game.